Hi, my name is James Shepard, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about why every software company out there today that has payment processing running through their platform, why every single one of those companies should be monetizing payments. In other words, why you should be making money from payment processing. There are a lot of question marks when it comes to this topic. Should we become a Payfac? What is a payment facilitator? Should we become a wholesale ISO? Should we integrate through Stripe? Should we integrate through this company? Should we have nothing to do with payment processing, right? There's all these question marks, but let me tell you the one thing that I can tell you for sure definitively, and that is if you have payments that are running through your software right now, or you plan to have payments running through your software, you should be making money on the payment processing, okay? That is not up for debate. It is just the way it is. And I'll tell you why. Number one, if you're gonna have payments running through your platform, you're gonna have to do an integration anyway. You're gonna have to integrate with somebody. So the question is, why on earth would you choose to integrate with someone who's not going to give you any of the profit from the payment processing? So if you have to build an integration anyway, whether or not you say, well, we want to become a Payfac or we want to do this or we want to do that, that doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but we'll talk about it later. But why would you integrate payments into your platform but not make any money on them? That's number one. So it doesn't take any extra work for you to make money on the flow of payments through your platform. It's just depending on who you integrate with. Some companies will give you a cut and some companies won't. So why would you go with the companies that won't, right? So that's really important to understand, first of all. Number two is that because of just the nature of software companies, ISVs, and how this all works, the software company, your company, is the one that is doing the majority of the work anyway. So let me explain what I mean by that, okay? If I own let's say I own a coffee shop, okay? And I want to accept card payments. And I get myself a little credit card machine and I put it here on the counter and I run payments, okay? Well, guess what? If my customers have questions about their payment processing and how things ran with the payments, I mean, I don't have like a portal for them to log into to see all their past coffee purchases. They may have to reach out to their bank and ask a question about a particular transaction. They don't expect my coffee shop to do very much with payments, right? They understand, I got a little credit card machine. It is what it is. If you want to give me a card, I'll take it. You know what I mean? It's very simple. But when you're a software company, the expectations go much, much higher, don't they? All of a sudden, you kind of feel like you're building an accounting system in your software because people want to know, well, what did I already pay you? Well, when I log into my account, I need to see all my past transactions. And I need to understand what that was for. And I need to see the invoice that connects to the transaction, right? On and on the list goes. They want to know if you have software, like you have to build all the stuff out anyway so that they can really deeply understand payments. And what that means is that the actual payment processor is really not doing that much, right? They're moving money around and they're having a relationship with you and they're hopefully providing you with really easy to use APIs. Unfortunately, a lot of them do not do that, but they should be providing you with a really easy to use API. But really, other than that, like what do? They don't do hardly anything. They're just moving money around. You're the software company that's actually doing all the work and setting up this system to manage the payments, to help your clients be able to log in and help their customers be able to log in and see what's going on. You're even the one, in most cases, building the dashboard for the merchant. I mean, you're actually the one kind of providing the merchant services anyway, because you're the one giving the merchant the dashboard where they can see all their transactions, all their payments, all the fees they have to pay, right? Like you're doing all that anyway. So if you're going to act like the payment processor to your merchants, why wouldn't you go ahead and make the money that you can make by being a payment processor? If you want to learn more about that, and this is the first video you've watched in this mini-series, go back to the beginning and start from the beginning and work your way through. We've been talking about what is payment processing, what are the terminologies that we use, the core, we don't get too much into the weeds, but the core ones you need to know. And then in the last video, we talked about how does it work, what's the flow of a transaction, and where is this money made? So as we move forward to the next few videos, we're gonna bring it all together into how you make this work for your software company. But I wanted to pause here to make this video to make sure you understand that if you are a software company, there are a lot of complex questions around payment processing for sure, right? Should we be a Payfac? Should we just integrate and let somebody else do the payment processing, but we use their API? You know, what should we do? There's all these complex questions, but at the end of the day, there's one question that's very easy to answer for every software company out there, and that is this. If your platform, if your software is processing payments, then you should be making money on that payment processing. And if you're not, you are missing the boat. And I can assure you that many of your competitors are making money on the payments, so don't get left out.